Hello, love. Welcome to Feeling Fridays here on the Libran Key. Messages for the highest and the greatest good of the Empath Collective and the Empath Journey here on Mama Gaia. That is what we do here every Friday on the Libran Key. Part of the Elsh Collective, of course, this Empath Collective, Empath Lightworkers, Starseeds, and Healers, Awakened and Awakening Souls. Know that if this message has found you or you have found it, that there is something there for you. That is always the intention that I put into these messages. We are working today with a conglomeration of energies. Commander Ashtar here, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron also present here, and the spirit of the elephant to come in to assist a little bit here with regard to some of the memories that may be coming up for the Empath Collective, some of the purging that is happening, some of the transitions that are taking place, to bring some kind of semblance of calm, clarity is what I'm hearing now as well. I was given at the beginning of the meditation this song, Calm Down, which is that one that's, it's a Selena Gomez song, isn't it? I just kept on hearing that on repeat, calm down, calm down. What's interesting is that that song, even though we know that there are a lot of songs, and I can take that even further into just the entertainment industry in general. Remember, industry, that is the focus here. They're really bringing, when I say they, I mean these beings, these energies here with us, bringing me a synopsis in a way of what they are all concurring on, okay? It's called the entertainment industry for a reason. It's called the music industry for a reason. And although there are numerous examples of where we are being programmed through music, through lyrics, through imagery in music, ways that our frequency and our energy is trying to be ill manipulated or kept at least small or dampened in some way, there are also examples where that doesn't happen. There are also examples where we can find very, very good higher forms of frequency in music, and the feeling, especially for empaths, the feeling that it evokes, okay? And there is something about that song in terms of what it's doing is what they want to address. Part of it is also a reflection of what is going on collectively, this need to calm down. And they're also kind of emphasizing that whoever maybe was instrumental in writing this song or bringing that forward had that in mind. Remember that there are light workers and shadow workers for that matter, because a light worker is a shadow worker to me, transmuters of energies into higher consciousnesses and frequencies within all aspects of life and all quote unquote industries. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I heard that song, I heard calm down, and especially that phrase, calm down. And then I heard come down, which is the song by Bush. It is called Come Down, right? I'm pretty sure it is. And the lyrics around that, with regard to the focus being on a relationship. And of course, we're talking about the empaths here in the Empath Collective, so this applies. So there's kind of, I don't know if, is there a double or triple message here? Okay, so part of it is energies, memories coming back, energies being ramped up by that, triggering happening with regard to healing that is going on, with regard to shadow work that is taking place, the need to calm down, the need to get grounded, the need to get centered, to come down, because I'm hearing now come down to earth through that song. The come down in terms of the Bush song also was another layer of meaning here with regard to relationships, okay? In the chorus of that song, if I remember correctly, it says, I don't want to come back down from this cloud. It's taken me all this time to find out what I mean, I think. okay? This could also be an energy of trying to hold on to something that you know no longer works. This is another thing that's happening collectively, okay? So if you are feeling that, know that you are not alone. Collectively, we are going through big time transitions and transmutations where perhaps something that we worked on, that we worked hard at, because it wasn't working, you're now understanding that you have to let it go because it's not in alignment anymore with your energy, with your frequency, with what you're here to do, with your mission work. Fill in the blank, okay? And also, they're wanting me to emphasize here a little bit the energy of lookalikes and to be aware of the lookalikes. So they're bringing this from a very empathic, again, point of view in terms of us believing that on the surface we see someone who seems to have good intentions, or they seem to be. This is actually this fits very much into the narcissist paradigm here, empath narcissist paradigm, where you've got someone who acts like they're very well intentioned, someone who seems like they have, they say they love you, they say that they truly care about you, that they've got your best intentions in mind, but they are, I'm hearing, usurping your energy. And you're going to know that because it's going to feel like there's a tension or a power struggle taking place. A tension I'm hearing, or a power struggle taking place. They want me to address here the tension of opposites. Now, I want to be clear here that tensions of opposites can happen, and that doesn't mean when we speak about the tension of opposites that we're directly dealing with a narcissist empath relationship here or dynamic, because we can have a tension of opposites, and that can be a very positive or good thing in terms of shedding light on certain things. But what they're trying to show here is a tension of opposites it's like when someone feels that they are chained, when someone feels like they are not necessarily free to be who they truly are, and who are gaslit for that, or who, there's an unsettling feeling is what they're bringing up in me. So they really want to address that, because empaths currently, with all the light codes, especially if you're an empath that resonates with being someone who is here on some type of a journey, you're here on some sort of a mission, you resonate with being a light worker and doing that type of work, you resonate with being a starseed, you're going to know, and your intuition, and they're even saying that to me, not necessarily, even though that in certain situations, this is going to be very, very ever present, because they're bringing in here a very specific dynamic of someone who is in this type of narcissist empath relationship, where the empath is very, oh, wow, they're bringing it in terms of a spiritual relationship, where the other person who is acting with narcissist tendencies, who is behaving in narcissistic ways, is you and this particular person may have been on a spiritual journey together, and now you're realizing that spiritually you're being directed somewhere else, and yet this the other person in this equation, this is the kind of dynamic that they're bringing through, is gaslighting that. I'm finding this really difficult to describe, because they keep on just showing me someone who is putting on a smiley face, like everything's right, but also being very condescending in a way that can be very difficult to detect. And when you have a certain personal relationship with someone in this way, it can be very difficult to see clearly with regard to that, right? And yet your gut, your intuition, your spirit is nudging you that something is off here. Something is off here. So they also want to address that. That is part of all of the information, the messages that they want to bring through. And I also heard Hosanna in the highest. Now there's a double meaning here with regard to, okay, so Hosanna means something along the lines of, I beseech you to save or to deliver me, us, okay? It's connected to Christ consciousness as well. But what Christ and Christ consciousness want to reiterate here with this saying is that this is a paradigm of looking outside of something to save you, whereas all of the deliverance is happening within you now. You ask yourself, it's crazy because they're bringing it through here like an energy or a frequency that we are moving into, a new energy, a new consciousness, a new earth consciousness, really, of we all save ourselves and then save the collective. It's an inside job first. So take this wherever it applies, empath. All of these messages, take them wherever they apply. There's also just simply the narcissist empath dynamic that I want to bring into play here and how that works at a collective level. We talked a little bit earlier about the music industry, the entertainment industry. Well, how is that playing out in those areas of our lives? Food for thought. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. The Light Seers Tarot, Work Your Light Oracle, going to be asking through these two, and I'm working with the energy here of Apophyllite, especially with regard to its higher, lighter frequencies and its connection to water and the emotional body and gaining clarity around that, okay? This is also known as an Akashic reader. It can be very great at working through some of the shadow work that you might be doing around your own Akashic records, around past lives, parallel lives, right? Things that are coming up with you to shed light on those things, okay? Very much a light frequency, this crystal. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start with, they want me to start with the tarot, actually. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is, I'm hearing the word dis-synergy, like when we're not in synergy with something, okay? And it being pentacle energy, we're talking about something here in the physical reality as well. Look at that. Knight of Pentacles, you not being yourself, us not being ourselves, okay? An energy, again, reflected in the physical. We had a message come through with, Nazar had come through for the Transition Tuesdays message, which this just the last one, the previous one, I'll link it here, where he was speaking to that, okay, speaking also to the physical body, the embodiment of physical energy, how important that is right now, how we are, that is really one of the ways that we know that we are actually embodying, or grounding, I should say, and embodying spiritual energies and frequencies, light codes, the downloads, all of it. Embodying the changes in our lives is by actually acting in alignment with those things. That's doing those things in our physical reality, okay? Making the choices that are affecting and, in a sense, creating, is how he likes to put it, our physical realities. This one wants to pop out. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. Come out of hiding is what I'm hearing. With that, I'm also hearing it's time to shine. That's going to be an ongoing thing. I tell you, 10 of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords upright. Beautiful. Okay, so coming out of these energies, coming out of hiding, coming out of being reclusive with regard to the truths that you know, coming out of, prisons of your own making, because they're also showing me the Nine of Swords here as well. But this is letting go of that mental burden. So this is a heavy energy with regard to really wanting to make that change, really wanting to step out, really wanting to change your thoughts. This is a new beginning, is how this Page of Swords is coming through. You see how much light energy there is in this card, is what they're directing me to. You see the light bulbs, play on words there, okay? The birds, right? This air energy. She's being lifted up by these ideas. So they really want to emphasize here the power of our thoughts in conjunction with regulating our nervous system, because they go both hand in hand. We need to feel safe first. This is an ongoing thing. We need to see, and I've been, what's crazy is I've been coming across this so much in the collective, whether it is a doctor, a psychologist that I come across who's speaking about nervous system regulation. Just recently, I came across the work of Kate Northrup, which I thought was really interesting because she focuses more on what she refers to as relaxed money and money. I think she's written a book about, I think it's called Money, a Love Story. And she connects how relaxed we are, how regulated our nervous system is with regard to how we are able to essentially connect to the abundance in our lives, to have all the money that we need. Because so much of it money and our ideas around money revolve around very limiting beliefs culturally, cross-culturally, right? So one of the things that she also talks about, and I completely agree with her on this, is you have to regulate your nervous system in order to change any kind of thought processes first. Because affirmations work, but they work only to a certain degree. Provided that you have gotten to the deeper root of whatever issue, whatever thing that is coming up for you, whatever lesson, whatever experience you are facing, okay? So much of it has to do, again, with the body. What's interesting is we've got the Hermit card coming out here. This is Virgo energy. And I love this because Virgo is an earth sign, but it is also ruled by Mercury and very mercurial and very air-like in its energy. And then we've got the swords, which is air energy as well. So this is about embodying those practices and embodying the new thoughts, okay? Yeah, the Hanged Man in reverse, which is really beautiful. This is how they want me to end. They want me to go straight to work your light after this. So this Hanged Man is in reverse. This is coming out of a stuck position. Change. So they're showing me the energy of creation here because the Hanged Man is 12 and that reduces to a 3. It's a trinity. What's interesting is they're going back to the 3 of Pentacles that came up when we split the deck. That 3 of Pentacles, I'm seeing it now upright, okay, through this Hanged Man in reverse. So it's about synergy. And this isn't just synergy. You have to have synergy within yourself before you can have synergy in your relationships. Synergy within yourself first. Because they're showing me the energy of the triangle, and I'm actually seeing the synergy card as well. This is a really beautiful card from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, where you see a triangle, but there are like 3 pentacle energies. They're like moving. I am not doing Grace Duong's work justice here, okay? But that card is absolutely, there's like arrows, thank you. Like there's like, you see movement in the arrows here, which is really beautiful. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this, and I'm actually seeing these energy points as like a reflection of our energy points in the body, our chakras, us again being in alignment with ourselves. Especially what I'm seeing is the 3 points of the third eye, the heart, and the womb space, especially, okay? 3 being that number of creation. They already split the deck for me. Okay. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. This is interesting because when Hosanna came through, I immediately thought of her energy, and she is coming in now to reaffirm that. Thank you. Thank you, Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. She really wants to bring through an energy here of it being all of this. There is a divine plan. This goes back to the energy of it's happening for you, not to you, okay? This goes back to Hosanna in the highest. This is not about an external energy coming in to save you. This is about you going within first, finding that seed of light within you first in order to essentially be your own savior. That is what Christ consciousness is. That is what Christ consciousness is, okay? They're showing me a lot of beautiful golden energy with that. They also want me to show this card, Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And there is a beautiful elephant in that card, that elephant spirit coming through again. This also goes back to embodiment, your body, your ancestors, the body that you are in, okay? It all plays a role. It all plays a role. Remember that. Nothing is separate in that regard. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations. Yeah, that's what the 3 coming through. Dreaming a new world into being. So many empaths working on this right now. The amount of healing that is happening at a physical level is reverberating out to the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, and beyond. Soul family, as I cut the deck again, those beautiful whales, the whale and orca elders. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And this is a part, this going back to this 3 of Pentacle energy, finding the synergy within yourself first. Coming into alignment with yourself first, okay? Messages here. I'm going to say messages of soul support right now for these energies, for the Empath Collective at this moment in time, and for whoever finds this at this moment in time. I just want to bring through some messages of soul support, some guidance. Okay. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that came out again. So I'm hearing growing pains, birthing new creations, growing pains. It's going to be discombobulating. It's going to feel off. But get back to this regulation of your nervous system, okay? Go to really good sources on this, okay? Of your own free will, of course. Remember, I am not a medical doctor. I am not an MD. But you don't have to be an MD to understand how this works, okay? You can seek professional help, absolutely. All the support you need in terms of doing that, whatever you need. Be discerning about that as well, okay? I would hope as well to find someone who is at least in alignment and somewhat open-minded to understanding highly sensitive people, empaths, etc. That would be amazing, okay? But also empowering you, helping you to grow, being open-minded, helping you to think for yourself. Wow. A lot of that coming through. I'm feeling the energies as well here of Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene wanting to come through for this, along with Anna, grandmother of Jesus. There's a very maternal energy coming through here, a sisterly energy coming through here, a divine feminine energy coming through here of support and divine guidance. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of that with that coming through. It's like a mama talking to you or an older sister talking to you with total love, truth, purity, consciousness, excuse me, who wants to make sure you can talk to her, right? You're able to speak to her. You're able to be vulnerable with her. That kind of energy. You're not being judged for it. You're not being perhaps also misguided in any way, okay? So look what we got coming out here. Take this wherever it applies. Just say yes. For your highest and greatest good is what I'm hearing, for the highest and greatest good of the collective. Just say yes. Make a commitment to this in your life. Make a commitment to your highest and greatest good, your highest and greatest healing. Just say yes. If there's one simple thing that you can do, is to say yes to healing, to say yes to a deeper understanding of yourself, to say yes to taking care of yourself, to say yes to loving yourself, to say yes to aligning, because I'm seeing a lot of triangular energy here, okay? Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? This goes back to birthing a new age. How are you being called to step up and lead? Maybe one of the ways that you are being called to do that is to simply take care of yourself and make yourself a priority. Get the assistance you need, get the support you need. Do the exercises, I'm hearing. Do the exercise, get out, get grounded. Do the practices daily, even if it's 15 minutes. What is 15 minutes of your day? Make yourself a priority is what I'm hearing. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, this They want me to address this because this has been coming up a little bit recently, especially if you resonate as being both a light worker and a starseed and feeling like you do not belong here because the world, the way it has been set up, the way it is structured, the priorities, I'm just going to say it how it is and how I say it, priorities are fucked, okay? These energies that we are working through, a lot of the times they are absolutely fucked. The priorities that we see in the mainstream media, the priorities that we see in terms of the medical, I'm going to say, industry, priorities around health, focusing on, for example, just appearances versus what is going on internally, okay? I could give you 1,000 examples. Take whatever resonates, okay? But as opposed to love being the priority, fear is the priority. As opposed to truth being the priority, image, lies are the priority, okay? And I'm talking about this manufactured system. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Because the truth of things is love. The truth of things, beyond just the scope of what we see in the manufactured world, let's just put it that way, is truth and love, okay? And consciousness for that matter. So this can have us, especially with all these energy shifts. I really was feeling this last week where you are like, why? I don't even want to be here. Nobody gets this. Nobody understands these concepts. The bigger whole doesn't understand these concepts. But it's in those moments where you are feeling that way, where you are being asked even more to step up and lead. It's in those moments. They're not going to be moments that never happen. They're going to happen. They're going to happen. Especially, with the kind of frequency, heart, soul, that empaths, light workers, starseeds, and healers bring into this world, awakened and awakening souls as well, okay? Remember, I love how Mintalk, this could also be a nod to you, by the way, if you resonate with being a Mintalk and starseed or working with a Mintalk and collective. What I love here, though, is that we've got another emphasis here on the original light workers, the light within, seeding the light, and a grandmother of Jesus, Christ consciousness, okay? Christ being one of the ultimate empaths ever, all right? And the energy of water coming through here too. Because we did have the whale and orca elders come through the soul family card as well. This water energy is about clarity. This is how it's coming through right now. Washing away what no longer is in alignment with your highest and greatest good. I'm also getting so much of this divine feminine energy coming through with that water as well, okay? Remembering where you came from and remembering what you came here to do. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you. Thank you to Commander Ashtar. Thank you to Archangel Raphael. Thank you to Archangel Metatron. Thank you to the Elephant Spirit. Thank you to the whale and orca elders coming through. Thank you. I'm going to call this, I'm going to say the rose lineage here because it's really coming through strongly. I'm feeling the energies of Christ, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and a grandmother of Jesus. Really wanting to reaffirm that Hosanna in the highest is in you, okay? You are your own savior. And that doesn't mean by way of saying that there isn't something external that's working, obviously, in conjunction and in tandem with what we're doing. Of course that's happening. The more we work on it, though, within, the more we're going to be able to see it happening in our outward reality, okay? Yeah. Thank you. I thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy with me in this space. Beautiful empath. And I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. In love and liberation, always.